Church. It's so good to be with you today. Just a lot going on in the life of the church. We appreciate all of y'all who serve and volunteer and help make a difference. And so thank you for that ahead of time. We're in Proverbs chapter 14. And again, like we've seen throughout, there's so much good stuff. And I was tempted to go back to this issue of how we use our mouths and all those things. But I'm going to take a different path today in the passage that I've chosen. We're going to use two texts literally from Proverbs 14. So the first one comes from verse 12. And this is something, I think Janice preached this a couple of months back, but it says, there's a way that appears right, but at the end leads to death. And so some translations say there's a way that appears right to man that ultimately leads to death. And so I think this is true of life in general. There is this thing that appears like it should be the right thing, appears like it should be the path you go down. And oftentimes this is dictated by the volume and number of people that encourage or pursue this particular path, right? And so what I want to remind us of today is that wrong is still wrong, no matter how many people believe it's right. Do you catch that? Wrong is still wrong, no matter how many people believe it's right. And so as I read this text and thought about ways that appear right to us, but really leads to death, I thought about what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 7. And so if you'll go there, if you want to go there, we'll have it for you. It says this in verse 13, enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. Did you catch that? Many enter through it. And it's another way of Jesus saying, hey, there's a way that seems right, but it ultimately leads to death. In verse 14 of 7 in Matthew says this, but small is the gate, narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. This is the goal of Christendom. This is the goal of God for your life, is for you to enter down the narrow road to find life as we know it. And that the reason most people don't find it is because people need you to bless their mess. And then the more people that'll bless their mess, pretty soon it feels like mess is supposed to be normal. But I'm just telling you right now, God didn't design your life for it to be a mess and a train wreck and a dumpster fire. He designed you to have life and have it abundantly. And so I want us to think about that text as a way of saying, take a moment and discern. Is this the path I should be on? Is this what is right? Or is it wrong, and that a bunch of people are wrong? And then make decisions wisely like that. And then the next text comes from verse 26. And there's a part, they're not related. I just loved this text. It says, whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for their children it will be a refuge. So we need to understand the word fears here is not like the word that we are afraid of God or fearful of God. It is more of the person who has awe and reverence for the Lord really is someone who has a secure fortress. In other words, as it goes for your home, it goes for your children, it goes for your life. And so part of what the author of Proverbs is trying to say to you is that the one who fears the Lord, the one who makes the Lord a priority in their home, then creates not only a secure fortress, right? So my imagery is always that of like an old Western fort where everybody comes in, they put the big bar over the gate and everybody's safe inside. This is a secure fortress. But why does this, what does this create? It creates a place, a secured fortress for your children and your grandchildren, right? So fear of the Lord creates a secure fortress that will bless your children because you're walking in the ways of the Lord. What are you doing? You're not taking the common path. You're not walking down the wide path, the wide gate. What you're doing is creating a secure fortress for your family because you have chosen literally to walk in the ways of the Lord. So in Joshua, the end of the book of Joshua, he has this comment. He says, choose this day whom you will serve. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. This is essentially what this Proverbs is saying, is that when you fear the Lord, you will serve him, and it'll pave a way for your children to be secure and safe inside that loving, godly relationship of having the Lord be king of your home, right? So a couple of different passages related a little bit, but I think so beneficial to us today. So church, I want to encourage you, walk the straight path. Scripture tells us that God makes the crooked places straight and the rough places smooth, so that we would not stumble and fall when we're on the path with him, right? So that's where I hope you find yourself. And I pray that you are creating a secure fortress in your home for the benefit of your children and your grandchildren. I love you, church. I love doing ministry with you. Thank you for the gift of this encore time in my ministry, and that we'll get to do it together. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day.